Daily Nidge. I was going to work on some other things, but obviously with the election being over, this kind of really trumps everything. No pun intended. Or I guess it is really, right? Because Trump did win, right? I just want everyone to know that I don't think it's going to be as chaotic and crazy as everyone thinks it's going to be. I know a lot of people, like my brothers and sisters, because remember, I tell everybody that I'm actually half black and shit. They think that we're going to get sent back to Africa. I don't know where he came up with that, or where people came up with that idea. The only thing I heard him say, and this is kind of a half-ass quote, so don't totally hang me on it. Basically, he said that if you don't like it here, then go back to where you came from, which was Africa. And he's like, I guarantee you'd be treated like shit there, or the living conditions would be terrible. We know how it's like for the poor, unfortunate Africans that actually still are there. There's some good, I'm sure, towns and stuff, right? But what he's getting at is we have it here a lot better than people think. That was his message, and I digress. He won. He's gonna work with everybody. He's a businessman, okay? One thing you have to remember, and I think we all can agree upon, is his ego is fucking huge, okay? Like, it's enough to probably fill up this fucking room or something. He probably could fill the Trump Towers with it. He doesn't like to be viewed as a loser. I'm sure no one can fucking argue that, right? With that being said, he's gonna prove us again. He is the Eye of the Tiger song. Like, the definition of that song is him. He was the lowest of the Republican options. He beat all them. And then going up against Hillary, did you guys see that? They said only 20% chance Trump could win. Did you see that? Okay? He fucking did it, okay? That right there is strategy, my friends. Let's think about it. He has a 20% chance to win, and he did it. That means he doesn't even need to have odds in his favor to win. He can win no matter what. That's what the message really is, I guess, I'm taking out of it. I personally don't. I actually was a Bernie supporter, personally, and when Bernie should have just left, he should have said, hey, give me the nomination or I'll see you in 4 years. That's my opinion. I don't think he should have went up there. The moment he, in my opinion, sold his soul to Hillary, I lost all respect for him, okay? That's me. And that was not cool. If they didn't rig it, Democrats, and they would have gave it to Bernie, Bernie probably would have won this. I would have fucking voted for Bernie. I love Bernie. I mean, I think he's got very, very good ideas. But him and Trump almost have identically the same ideas, minus a few key things. And once you take Bernie out of the picture, you either got Hillary or Trump. And that's really what happened. A lot of the Bernie supporters actually went to fucking Trump's side. That's what happened. Anyways, you guys, I really think his ego is going to carry us. He knows how to do trade negotiation deals. If you guys actually do your research right now with how the rest of the world's reacting and their presidents, kings, queens, whatever the titles are, they all actually accepted it. They all are willing to renegotiate. Even China said this. China, let me remind you, China. Everyone's worried about China, that he's over his head. They said that they will renegotiate fair as long as they're fair trade deals. I believe that it's going to happen. Like, there is good deals. Trump looked at the deals and he said, these are terrible. I mean, you can't run a business doing shitty deals, right? Like, you can't. He sees that. Like, he's been in the business world. He can do the renegotiating. That's his skills. I think the whole politician stuff, the people of the House and the Senate, they're going to be backing him up doing that shit while he's renegotiating money. He's trying to get money to pour back into our country. That's really what he actually could bring to the table. And if Hillary, she said she's willing to work with him, I think that if he brings Hillary with him too, I really believe that they can actually get some shit done. I hope Hillary does see the light. There's a lot of questionable actions that she has done over these years. I loved the Clintons back in the 90s. I'm actually a kid back from then. I just, I almost feel like she kind of got brought down a wrong path. And I really wanted her to see the light. I really do. Because in my heart, I want to believe that the Clintons are good people and can actually turn around their bad ways. There's a lot of shady shit they did, people. And you guys got to know this by now. You have to. If you're watching me, out of all people, you obviously searched the internet enough to find my little channel. That means you've had to have searched enough to even know about the Clintons and the Trumps. Like, that would just make sense. So, anyways, you guys, this is Nidge with the Daily Nidge, and just stay safe just in case. I don't think he's gonna throw all blacks in a boat. He's not gonna rip all Muslims out of here. No, 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 no. Actually, I want to keep going. I'm sorry. I just want to let my Muslims know that I love you guys. I really do. I actually can speak a little bit of Somali. I used to hang out with tons of Somali people. I used to hang out with the gay people, with the LGBT community. And if you guys want to go to bat against me about that, when it comes down to it, the gay community and the women, like, I get along with women. Who doesn't, right? Women are hot. I was kidding. Anyway, the point is she's accepting millions of dollars, or she has in the past, to give private speeches in Saudi Arabia. So she gives Saudi Arabia $100 million from the Clinton Foundation, which is funded by the taxpayers. Then she goes over there and gives a private speech for $25 million. So they get to keep the $75 million. She gets to talk for $25. So she gets $25 million back. Of course, they're going to take the money because they're like, hey, it's free money, right? And that's a legal process. That's called laundering, really. They're just juggling the money because she straight up can't write a check to herself, right? But if she gives it to somebody and then they pay her for her speech, that's how she's been taking a ton of money. Those people, honestly, they're behind. They want to stone gay people and women to death that they basically see fit. Gay people are out of the quiet period. They're fucked over there. They are. They are treated terrible. Okay, terrible. I am not cool with that shit. Okay, I love my gay people. All right, and I love, and obviously with women and stuff, and I believe in true equality, as in if you're a man or a woman, you get paid the same. But that also comes down to fighting and everything. Like, if a woman comes after my pregnant girlfriend, which has been proven in the past, I fucking straight up punch the bitch. Once she hit their fucking belly, boom, that was it. I don't fucking care. You guys can right now leave thumbs down if you want. The point is my baby and my ex-girlfriend was at risk, and obviously the baby, things didn't go. I don't even want to get into that story. Okay, the point is that's equality right there, and I gotta fucking cut this video now because I'm thinking about that shit. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna keep going. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I want to prove a point. He's gonna work with everybody. He's a hothead, but his ego's so damn big. He's gonna make it happen, guys, and he's not gonna ship a bunch of people out. And I know you guys are in panic mode for those on the other side of the spectrum. He's not gonna do that. He's not. He really wants to fix what's going on. Some of you are so young, you don't even realize how good the country was. You really don't. This country was beautiful, like, prospering. Look at our debt sheet. That's the one thing you have to ask yourself is, look what we're doing and look at our debt sheet. Nothing's fixing it. If we keep going, you guys don't realize it. Like, the life you have today, right? Do you like to play your video games, right? Do you like to watch your football? Do you like this electricity in the room? Do you like that there's not people running amok on the streets and everything? You know what keeps that in order, honestly? Money and the government, and once the country goes belly, like, we're in so much debt right now. There's only a matter of time before the country just goes, sorry, no more country. Look up other countries that have gone that route, where they've gotten so much debt that they all just left the house, so to speak, in their country. Like their Senate or whatever, the president, like, fuck, bye. They just fucking took off. After that, you know what happened? They became third world countries. Okay. We have to fix that. We do. We have to fix that. You guys have to accept that. We have to fix that. I'm so sorry, guys. I never wanted to divide my channel either, and I know some subscribers said, they're gonna unsubscribe from me because of, you know, Hillary Clinton and Trump and this and that, and that's not my angle, you know. Like, I never, this channel was not really meant to be a political channel. I watched something and gave my factual opinion on things. You know, if somebody, if for instance, if somebody crossed the road and I got the research to prove it, I said, okay, that person crossed the road. I didn't justify it. I didn't make excuses for them crossing the road. The point is they crossed the road. That was it. And I stayed truthful to the facts that were presented to me, and I did my research outside of what was presented to me to make sure that I wasn't getting tricked into anything. So it's the conclusion I've come to is we need to fix shit. And I think if Hillary needs to prove herself to the people, they need to stop fucking lying. They need to get back on the righteous path. And then I think after 4 years or something, maybe she can take over. I would love to see a female president, but that's not a reason to vote for someone just because of a gender. I made that mistake the last presidency. I voted for Barack because he was black, and that's not cool. I literally did it because of his skin color. I didn't watch a single debate. I didn't do any research. I straight up looked at him and said, that's my nigga. I'm voting for him. That's it, you know. I don't really talk like that much anymore, obviously, because, you know, it is what it is. But that's not a reason, guys. We got to grow up, especially first-time voters. I know you're 18 and you think you're an adult. Adultery really doesn't begin until you're about 25, 30. I don't even know if that's a real word, adultery. That almost sounds like a pervert word or something. I don't know. The point is when you're an adult, in my mind, your brain fully develops when you're about 25 up. I did some dumbass shit when I was in the army, and I joined the army because I wanted to play with guns and explosives. I mean, but then I got out there and I'm like, this shit's real. People are dying and it's scary. Like, I left the army as soon as I did my time. I was done. That was it. I was back in the day too. But I digress, and I'm sorry. For those of you that made it to the end, congratulations. You heard a Nidge rant on the Daily Nidge, and I'm just going to leave it at that. So this is Nidge, and I'm out.